Hey guys, so what we've got here is a quick workout that you can follow. It's going to take about half an hour to 40 minutes. I think I might put this on the strong squad in the next phase, but we will see. So here we go. We're going to start with 3 exercises. One for shoulders, one for spine, one for hips, which is going to give us a good warm up, strengthen those connective tissues and get some blood flow into those joints for the sort of strength, the strength part of the workout. So first movement that we're going to do is we're going to work on external rotation. We're going to use a band. We're going to make it a little bit different here, and we're going to go on all fours. We're going to take the band from between our legs and we're going to come out so there's a bit of tension on that band. Now what I'm doing is I'm planting my elbow on the floor here, and I'm going to pull my shoulder blade back and down. So see the difference there? So I'm pulling my shoulder blade back and down, and it must stay in this position here for the whole of this exercise. We don't want to compensate by doing any other movements. The shoulder blade is back and down, I'm driving that band up, and I'm coming down nice and slow. We're going to go through 10 reps each side. On your 10th rep, we're going to do 3 extra like drop reps. So we're going to come all the way out here, and then we're just going to drop. All the way out here, drop. All the way out here, drop. That's just something like that is going to start preparing our connective tissues for when we're in jiu-jitsu and someone like cranks an Americano on us, cranks a Kimura on us. We know what to do. Our connective tissue is strong and resilient enough to take that kind of a force. So we're warming up. We've got our band here in between the legs. Place the shoulder on the floor, drive that shoulder blade back and down. 10 external rotations, nice and fluid, trying to use that full range. And then the last 3 reps, we're going to come up, drop, up, drop, up, drop. Okay, so we're going to do 2 rounds of these movements. So that's movement 1, and now we're going to move into the hips. So we're right here. I've got ankle weights on just to make this a little bit more challenging. We're in a 90-90 position. We're going to place our belly button over our knee, and we are going to raise our foot. We're going to take our shin vertical, and we're going to meet our heels together. We're going to do 6 reps of this each side. Nice and fluid, trying to get more range of motion every time. Once we've done 6 reps on one side, we're then going to switch to the other side. Then we're going to move on to the spine. So for our spine exercise, we're going to do a side bend. This is going to come straight after the hips. So you can do this either with a kettlebell or a cable machine. I'm going to use my cable machine for this one. So we're going to stand a nice distance away that we can get a nice sort of flex of our spine in lateral flexion, and I'm going to come all the way up through the other way. Going to work through nice and slow, trying to meet that range. And as you notice, as I'm coming down, I'm moving my hips away from the ankle point just to get more of a stretch down the side of my body. So once you've done 6 one side, we'll visit 6 the other side, and we'll do 2 rounds through of that. Okay, so phase 2 of our warm-up, so another 2 rounds. What we're going to do is we're going to do some shoulder cars, some controlled articular rotations from an all fours position. We're going to activate our glutes with our hips, and we're going to do another spine drill where we're like adding a bit of rotation into our spine. Again, all to promote blood flow, all to strengthen the connective tissues and give us a really good warm-up before we tackle some strength stuff. So first exercise, we're going to do 6 reps each side. You're going to be in an all fours position. You're going to take a weight, or body weight, or you can hold a ball. And what I want you to think about with this is if you could create 100% tension in your body and get an idea what that feels like, and I want you to think about creating about 30% tension in your whole body when you do this exercise. So we're going to be all fours, we have our plate, ball, dumbbell, whatever. It's something nice and light. We're going to raise our arm up. We're going to come all the way up and out to the outside. Once we get sort of 90 degrees, we're going to go thumb down. We're going to come around as high as we can, and we're going to bend our arm in, Kimura style, up our back. We're then going to straighten our arm out, come back to 90, twist thumb up, come back, come down. Thumb up, out to the outside, rotate in, thumb down, bring the arm up the back, come out, round, through. 6 reps of this. Each side is what we're looking for our shoulders. So once we've done 6 reps each side of that, we're then going to look at opening up and like switching on our butt cheeks. So we're going to go all fours position here. We want kind of like a bench or something that we can rest our leg on and create a bit of height. Off with our leg. This is really going to switch the glutes on and get the hips sort of screaming at you. So I'm going to give you 2 options on here depending on where you're at and how much challenge you want. So I've got ankle weights on to make this a lot harder. So what we're going to do here, we're in this nice position, we're going to raise our leg up. This is option 1. You're going to go through 6 reps, raising that leg up, trying not to compensate anywhere else in the body. On the 6th rep, what I'm looking for is I want you to hold it for as long as you can at the top of that rep, and I want you to be like trying to squeeze as much range of motion out of your hips as possible. So you're constantly trying to chase, trying to go higher, higher, higher for a max set or 20 sort of seconds. So you do your first 5 reps normal. On your 6th rep, you just hold it there. Option 2 to make this a little bit more difficult, we're going to raise up our leg, kick our leg out, bring it back in, and go down. And you do the same thing, but on the 6th rep, you're coming up, out, and you're chasing range like this. Trying to raise up as high as you can, then back in and down once you've reached your max sort of set of that. That is your shoulder and your hip. Now we'll move into spine. So with the spine, what we can do here is we can use a medicine ball, no weight, a dumbbell, whatever we want. I just use a plate because it's behind me. We want to put our hands together however we want with a nice grip. We're going to go on our knees, and we want our hips facing forwards, and we don't want to deviate from that because we want all this to come through our spine. We're going to bend all the way down with our spine, flex to the side, come all the way around and back, and then in, back to that starting position, all the way around and through, back to that starting position. We're going to be trying to chase as much range of motion as we can. In hindsight, plate was probably a little bit too big for me to get the maximum flexibility, so use a medicine ball or a dumbbell or like a smaller plate. We're going to do 6 rotations each side. 2 rounds of this, and then we'll move into some strength work. So what we have here is a sort of a different outlook into some strength training, again with like a nice connective tissue focus. So what I've got here is I've got a push exercise, I'm going to do a squat exercise and a pull exercise over there, which I'll show you in a minute. Now we want to work 3 different positions in each of these movements, and it's going to be like, we're just going to do 1 big set of each one because we're going to try and get as many reps as we can out as possible. Now if parallettes are going to be too hard, or if you don't have parallettes in your gym, that is absolutely fine. You can stick your hands on dumbbells, or you can just use the floor and just do normal press ups, or put your hands on plates so you can go a bit deeper. But the whole purpose of this is to really work the connective tissues in your shoulders and your chest, because we're trying to push those deeper ranges of motion. So try your best to raise your hands as much as you possibly can. If you need some assistance, do it under a squat rack. Link a band up around the squat rack and place the band under your arms so it can help help you up a bit when you start to get a little bit tired. So the reason I like to turn out is because external rotation of the shoulder, we spend so much time internally rotated, sat at desks, yada, yada, yada. Anything that we can do that externally rotates is going to be better and healthier for the shoulder. So for this set, so set 1 and the only set of this pushing exercise, we're going to start in our press up position. We're going to get as deep as possible so we get a nice stretch in our chest. I'm going to work on just pulsing here for 7 to 10 reps. Once we've done our 7 to 10 reps, we're then going to take it halfway. We're going to come up to half range for 7 to 10 reps. Exploring that full range at the bottom every time. Once you've done 7 to 10 reps there, we're going to go full range reps. For as many reps as we possibly can, exploring that full range of motion. So 7 to 10 reps low, 7 to 10 reps medium range, as many reps as you can, full range on this one. Then we're going to do something very similar with the squat. So you can do this with a dumbbell, with a barbell, whatever. Again, potentially get quite a lot of reps out. The idea is that we're promoting blood flow, strengthening the connective tissues. So we're not looking to hit like 3 rep max weights or whatever. So like 50% maybe, or something lighter. I'll demo with a ball here. We go heels elevated because it promotes a better position for the knee. Take our ball up in front of us and we're going to sit into a deep squat. What we're going to do here is we're going to do the first portion of the squat, squeezing up, short range, and we're going to squeeze up to half range, trying to keep that range of motion at the bottom. Once we've done our half range, 7 to 10 reps, all the way, full reps for as many as we can, keeping nice and controlled throughout the movement. So after we've done our leg exercise, we're going to move into our pull exercise. And this is again, we're going to do 3 positions and then a full ranger. So dumbbells here, we're going to start high, keeping our arms in this position. Our only motion, shoulder blades. 7 to 10 reps. Then we come down to half range. Squeeze our shoulder blades back. 7 to 10 reps. Arms fully down. Shoulder blades. 7 to 10 reps. Once we've done that, max reps that we can possibly do on the row. It's just one big set of all those 3 exercises. Okay guys, so finally we're going to finish off with a bit of strength work. So we're looking at 3 sets here of 3 exercises. So we have a Nordic curl, a random strength style press on all 4s, and then some like box pulses for our quads. So firstly, what we're going to do here is we're going to do 6 Nordic curls. Now there's lots of different variations that you can do with a Nordic curl. You can just do 6 negatives if you can't get all the way up, so you just lower yourself slowly down and then help yourself back up. You could stack mats or something higher, so you go less range, so you can actively pull yourself back. Or you can do it with no band, but that's very, very hard and takes a lot of time to actually build the strength to be able to do that. So what we're looking for here with our Nordic curl, squeeze our bum nice and tight. We're coming all the way down as slow as we can, all the way to the pads, and then trying to use our strength to explode back up. So we're going to do 6 Nordics. After we've done our 6 Nordics, we're going to do a press with the Nordics. You may even have a Nordic bench in your gym. If not, you can use a similar setup to this, which would work absolutely fine. Sometimes squat racks don't have pins this low, so you might want to have a bench that you kneel on and just set the bar higher so you can lock your legs under with the bench. So we've done 6 Nordic curls. Now we're going to go into it's like all fours press. So we're going to take one dumbbell, we're in an all four position. We're going to take the dumbbell up, we're going to externally rotate, and we're going to press above our head. And we're going to aim for anywhere between 6 to 12 reps because it's just quite a hard movement. Start with your weaker side first and then match it with your stronger side. So we're going to come up, external rotation, press, parallel to the floor, 6 to 12 reps. Okay, and after we've done our all fours press, we're going to move into this box pulse. This is an exercise that I've been implementing a lot lately, and it's been great for my knee health and my ankle mobility in general. So there's two ways we can do this. We can be this side of the box, which is a little bit easier, and we can use the box to help us up. We can hold the front to keep us balanced, and then we just work on pulsing through the leg that's on the bench. We can hold, or we can balance ourselves, slap our laces against the box, and just slide ourselves up and down the box and pulse. Or we can come to the side, get into like the bottom of your single leg squat here, and then just work on trying to pulse through there. The amount of time that we're going to spend pulsing is 30 seconds on each leg. So I want you to pick something that's challenging for you and go with it for 30 seconds. So we have 3 sets, Nordic curls, all fours press, pulses, that's our main strength bit. And then after that, session is done. Good job.